country and kill close to 200 elephants in a national park. Tell me more about the story.
First, to talk about the Boubanjida National Park. It's a protected area, one of the largest protected area in Cameroon, more than 220,000 hectares. It is situated in the Mayore division, about 250 kilometers from Garoua in the southeast direction. And it includes so many species, so many protected species. Elephants first, also leopards, also buffaloes, and you have eland of Derby, which is a big antelope, one of the most beautiful antelope species that you ever see. And specialists also report of the fact that you can find rest of dinosaurs in that place.
Wow.
So it's to say that Boubanjida Park is one of the most beautiful park of Cameroon. But the place is sometimes difficult to access, comparatively to the national park, Waza National Park, for example, where it is really easy to see wild species in the nature. In Boubanjida National Park, it's really difficult to access. So that led to the fact that when the massacres started, it was really difficult to know exactly where those people were coming from. But we got information from villagers, from people having a touristic camp there, because Boubanjida National Park is also a touristic area where a lot of tourists come to see the beauty of the wildlife, the beauty of the nature, and this also gives a lot of touristic resources to the state of Cameroon. So when the first information came from people working in that area, we went there to find out about who were those people coming to kill a huge quantity of elephants like that, only for the sake of removing the tusk, only for the sake of ivory trafficking. So for now, the exact number of elephant kills is difficult to get it. But because as I told you, the area is really difficult to access. It's by air that is a bit easy to count the carcasses, but the number can be around 158 that was said, but it can also be more, meaning like 200 up to 300 elephants. Yes.
And when we talk about 200 to 300 elephants killed and their tusk removed, we understand that in Cameroon we can say a kilogram is how much? A kilogram of tusk CFA?
In the local market, one kilogram of ivory is about 100,000 CFA.
But when it goes above Cameroon, we are talking about 1 million plus.
Yes, you can multiply it by 5, up to from 5 to 10. So it means that 200 elephants. If we take 200 elephants, the weight of ivory can be about 1 ton. And if you divide it by 500,000 per kilogram, you can see it's more than 500 million CFA that we are talking about.
The stakes are really, really high. How come, I want to understand, how come can some people just cross through our borders, come into our country, kill, and go out in just so relative ease?
Yeah, it should be noted that Boubanjida National Park is a geographical area that is connected to another park in Chad called the Senaora National Park. So, according to information that we got, those poachers started in Chad, where there was even clash with the Chadian army. And when they knew that there was a reaction from the side of Chad, they crossed the border. That in some of the part of the country, the borders are porous, so it's easy to come from one country to the other to kill those elephants.
Don't you people do some kind of information exchange? Because if something is happening, that's why we talk about integration, that's why we talk about cooperation. If something is happening in Chad and the Chadian government gets to understand that it's serious, can't they tell the Cameroonian government that watch out, we have this kind of issues?
Yes, exactly. This is what LAGA started first, because I had the opportunity to go to Chad to meet the Chadian authorities. We were already informed of what was happening in Cameroon, and who also gave us information of the fact that this started in Chad, and up to now we are exchanging information, because this is definitely what we have to do, because it's an international organized crime, and we need to collaborate all the countries concerned by this, not only Chad and Cameroon, but also neighboring country like CAR, like Sudan, when it is reported that those poachers may have come from.
Yeah.
So we need definitely to breed a sort of collaboration to react against this issue.
Where are they taking this task to? Where do you think they are taking the task to?
Yes, concerning the task, as I told you, these are not poachers. These are armed groups. These are well-organized people.
Use machine guns, helicopters,
yes.
Well-sophisticated equipment.
Yes. So it is obvious that those people are not working alone. There are people behind them that are sometimes giving them those guns and ammunition, and that collect back the tusk, and for the tusk to go outside, to go aboard. And the experience is that the main destination of ivory now is Asia. So this also tells us that we need to work in collaboration also with Asian authorities.
Exactly.
Because with an organization like Interpol, who has bureaus in all of those countries, it's easy to exchange information, to get more information about those poachers, to try to organize ourselves between wildlife administration, between forces of law and others, between forces of security, and all the people, the justice, the judiciary, all the people involved in wildlife law enforcement, so that we can one day arrest some of those people.
I want you to come back to actually